Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. This is your host Ram on the cricket show, Cricket Happenings, with you today. And well, we all know that the semi final placings in the World Cup has already been decided, where England are taking on New Zealand and India, the hosts, take on the West Indies at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. So there is yet time. Wednesday is going to be the first clash, which will be between New Zealand and England, and that would be a wonderful clash that would happen. And then India take on the West Indies on 31st of March, if I'm right. Yes, it's on 31st of March on Thursday. Today there was one more match which was played where it was a mere formality because, as you know, everything is decided. It's only a matter of point standings, I would say. And today there was a match which was played between South Africa versus Sri Lanka. It was played at the Firozshah Kotla in Delhi. And Sri Lanka, they put up a very poor show, one could say, on this wicket because South Africa walked away with a very easy victory over them. They actually had a 8-wicket victory. So Sri Lanka, as I said in my preview, also if you have all seen my preview, I very well mentioned that Sri Lanka right now are in the rebuilding phase, and it's not possible. I mean, it's going to be very difficult for them, even though they had the tag of defending champions with the retirement of Kumar Sangakkara and Mahela Jayawardene, the stalwarts. Sri Lanka right now in a rebuilding process. Definitely, this team will definitely come up good, no doubt about it. But I definitely said in my preview, as you would remember, when I actually previewed all the teams in the World Cup, that Sri Lanka, I was not going to give any chance to Sri Lanka, and that has already been proved here. So Sri Lanka were the ones who batted first, and they got off to a good start. In fact, Dinesh Chandimal and Dilshan in particular going after Dale Steyn in particular. In fact, Kyle Abbott bowled a good line, but Dale Steyn, and also he was using his feet well to the spinners. At the other end, Chandimal was also playing in an aggressive vein, and the score had actually reached 45 in 5 overs. So they were going at a clip of 9 runs per over, which was good to see. Before the first wicket was taken by Arun Fungiso, the left-arm spinner, as he got a ball to straighten, which Chandimal knew little about, as he was clean bowled by Fungiso for 21 of 20 deliveries, 2 fours and 1 6. This was the only good thing that happened for Sri Lanka in this whole innings, because the partnership 45 runs in 5 overs, but after that, look at what happened. Tirumane was, in fact, of the very next delivery, Tirumane was sent back without troubling the scorers of the very first ball he received from Fungiso when he was actually clean bowled for naught. That made it 45 for 2. Srivardhana was run out by Duplessis. Duplessis actually swooping on the ball and relaying the throw to Deacock to run Srivardhana out for 15 of 10 balls with 2 fours. Shahan Jayasuriya was out for 1, and suddenly we saw that the wicket started tumbling very regularly for Sri Lanka, and the mainstay Dilshan, who had made 36 of 40 balls with 4 fours and 1 6, also had to depart. LBW bowled Bahardeen, and so that made it 85 for 5. And then there was only Dasun Shanaka made an unbeaten 20 of 18 balls with 1 4 and 1 6 to take Sri Lanka past the 100 mark, as they finished at 120 all out. Kapugadra was bowled by Imran Tahir for 4. Tisra Pereira was out for 8 to the bowling of Dale Steyn. And then Abbott was very economical today, picked up the remaining 2 wickets when he knocked off Herat for 2 and Vandersay for 3 and Lakmat. So as I said, Sri Lanka put up a very poor performance in this particular match, one could say. And so 120 all out was never going to be a good score in the Firozshah Kotla pitch. Dale Steyn, he proved to be costly. In fact, Dilshan went after him in the initial overs. 4 overs, 1 for 33. Abbott was the pick of the bowlers, 3.3 overs, no maiden, 14 runs and 2 wickets. Arun Fungiso bowled 4 overs, 226, looked good. Imran Tahir, 4 overs, 1 for 18. As usual in the T20 World Cup, he has done his part here. David Visa 1 over for 8 runs and had in 3 overs, 2 for 15. For South Africa, well, they had not they didn't have a good start with in fact Hashim Amla not responding to a Quinton de Kock call and standing still, and in the process Quinton de Kock was run out for 9 of 6 balls with 2 fours. But South Africa did not have much problems. They lost Duplessis, LBW ball Luckmal for 31 of 36 balls with 3 fours. But Hashim Amla stayed the course by making an unbeaten 56 of 52 balls with 5 fours. De Villiers came in and clubbed 20 of 12 balls with 2 sixes, and it was all over. In the 18th over, but I thought South Africa had to work for to get that 121 runs, because they occupied 18 overs to complete that, and in the end it was a South African victory by 8 wickets. Bowling well, Shahan Jayasuriya 1 over for 9 runs, Luckmal 3.4 overs made him 1 for 28. Rangana had it bowled 4 overs for 21 runs. Van der Sey 4 overs for 25. Shanaka 2 overs 17. Pereira, nothing to really talk about. Aaron Fangiso was given the man of the match award for his splendid bowling as far as his left arm spin is concerned. So this match, as I said, it's a mere formality. So today what it does is because of getting some time here, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to look at the points standings too. But before I do that, what I would really like to do here is to first to talk about Shane Watson. As you know, Shane Watson has now retired from cricket, as you all know, international cricket, as unfortunately for him, Australia lost that particular match against India, when India went on to the semi-finals. So this gives an opportunity to throw some light on what Shane Watson achieved during his career as a wonderful all-rounder for Australia. So that's what we are going to look at. So that is something that I'm going to look at in this particular broadcast of mine, and let's have a look at what really went on as far as the point standings are concerned, which I'll be coming back to later. But first and foremost, we will look at the Shane Watson's career. Now, Shane Watson, when he came into instant cricket, he was a very good all-rounder, and he was a man who could really hit the ball very hard and in a very heavy manner, and he was a very useful bowler too. He could, he was sort of a bowler who was a useful bowler. I wouldn't say didn't do much something big, I would say, but definitely he was a very, very useful bowler, and he was a very good fielder. He used to field in the slips, and slowly he was also put in the other areas, and he was a wonderful fielder. He was a wonderful athlete, and the legend, the living legend, Sir Garfield Sobers of the West Indies, went on to say that he is one of the future all-rounders for international cricket. Yes, it definitely proved, but probably I would say, and Shane Watson also had a lot of injury problems in his career because of playing a lot of matches, and that actually kept him out of the cricket for quite a long time. He was in and out because of these fitness problems. And looking at his test stats, he played 59 test matches. He scored 3,731 runs at an average of 35.19, his highest being 176, and he had 4 centuries and 24 50s in his international career. ODIs, he played 190 matches. His highest was 185 not out, and he had a good average of 40.54 in the ODIs. He had 9 centuries and 33 50s. So ODI was something he was very strong at, because by instinct he was an aggressive player. T20s, he played 58 matches. His 124 was his highest. He had 1 century and 10 50s. So a decent run for Shane Watson in his international career, and he has played a lot of Indian Premier League matches. He has been a very active member in the Indian Premier League, and he has scored a lot of runs over there. He has picked up some good wickets too. So Shane Watson is someone who has really given a lot of service to Australian cricket in general. But he was a very nice bloke. He was a very nice sportive bloke, Shane Watson, and I think Australia will definitely miss him. But of late, we have seen that Shane Watson does not command a regular place in the Australian team. But nevertheless, still I would say he has been a very good contributor to Australian cricket in general, and one wishes him well, wishes him and his family very well in whatever future engagements that they take in. Well, other than that, dear fans, I just had an opportunity. I'm just trying to see whether I can, I can try to give you some points. I'm trying to see whether I would be in a position to give you the points situation. If that is possible, I would love to do that. If I could actually give you the as to let's look at the points table. But the points table is something that I am really looking out for right now, as to see whether I can lay my hands onto the point table. So just bear with me, dear fans. Well, if I'm able to lay my hands on the points table, I can definitely have a look at it. But it seems that today I wouldn't be in a position as of now to lay my hands on the point table. Do apologize that I was not really able to tell you what I was not able to do what I really wanted to do. So I'm sorry about it. But maybe one of these days I will definitely have a look at the points. But we know everything is going to be centering around the semi-finals, which is coming in. First is England, New Zealand, and tomorrow I'll be there with a cricket preview of the first semi-final match, which is going to be coming up between England and New Zealand, and I'll be doing a preview. Well, other than that, dear fans, friends, subscribers, it's a very short cricket show today, and I'm also short of a bit of time today. So on this note, I am about to take leave from you, dear friends, subscribers, but promising you that I'll be back with a full match preview of the first semi-final clash between England and New Zealand, which is coming up in the T20 World Cup on Wednesday. Till such time, I come and do a preview tomorrow on this cricket